Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. So let's get into it. Banned from the Bible, 3 books in one. This one's by Joe Lutkins. So you gotta read this book of Enoch, Jubilee, and Hash. You have to read Hasher first, Jashr, so you know why I pronounce it that way. That's the testimony from the time we left the garden to when the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy of everything that was going to happen unto us from the time we left the garden unto this day. And Enoch, the prophecy of everything that was going to happen in the world from generation to generation. Next book the Lord God gave to me, the Apocrypha, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgment, the execution of righteous judgment, prophecy of the last days and time, what was going to happen in the last days and time. The Bible, how it was put together, who put it together, when, where, and why and how it was put together, even especially especially the prophets, And this is how the Lord God brought it to me in a dream, just like that wisdom book. So next book the Lord God gave to me, the demons. You gotta know the demons. You gotta know the demons, man. This one here is by King Solomon. The Apocrypha is by King James. That's the King James version of the Apocrypha. This book here, the Testament of Solomon by King Solomon. Why? The demons, who they are, who they are, what frustrates them, how they look, what their business, what they can do, what they can't do, who they are afraid of, what hurts them, what is their nature. Yeah, man. And they're scared now. Don't think those demons not scared. They're scared of a whole lot of things. But you wouldn't know. Then what angels are over them, what frustrate them. And their prophecy, what they said they was going to do in the last day. Man, they are doing that. Oh, yeah, are they doing it? They're on TV. They're everywhere. In your homes, in your houses, on just about on everything, man. They running rampant. Yeah, and they about to, man, it's winding down. Or winding up or winding down, which way you fit. It is here. You ain't waiting for it no more. It's here. It's here. All right, so all I can do is give it to you like he can give it to me. The reason why I'm here, the testament of the 12 patriarchs, that's what he told himself. I will send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he shall turn the hearts of the children back to their fathers' hearts back into the children. What? At least I come and strike the earth with a curse. Man, what type of curse, man? I don't even like to think about it. Like think about it. So that's found in Malachi chapter 4 verses 5, Malachi chapter 4 verses 4 through 6. But I suggest that you read it all, man. It will help. Malachi, the last book what they had before they go to into the New Testament. So who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Those are our fathers, man. They left us stuff on their deathbed when they called us around them on their deathbed and gave us instruction, warnings of the last day, exaltation of the last time. Telling them what's going to happen to us. Told us what had happened unto them. Yeah, tell them that we was going to go into captivity, what was going to happen to us while we was in captivity, what we was going to become while we was in captivity, and how we was going to get out of captivity. Yeah, man, that's a testament of the 12 patriarchs. So this one is by Robert H. Charles. Next book the Lord God gave to me. It's this book. Yeah, the first and second book of Adam and Eve. In their flight, this is where the conflict of sin, what they went through, this is where it started at, how it all started. And the prophecy where God told Adam what he was going to do, Satan told him what he was going to do. Yeah, and Adam gave the prophecy of what to do, and those prophecies, just about all of them have came to pass, just about all of them. We still got a little bit more prophecy that is left. And so those books makes up what? The Holy Bible. There's a reason for everything under the sun. You know where the Holy Bible came from somewhere. It did. It came from somewhere. So you got to know. Yeah, and then you know the Holy Bible is full of prophecy, God's word, prophecy. Okay, well let's get a little farther and deep into it. Paper the Lord God give to me to give to you, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And that's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But you know, of course, I'm going to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4 through 6. Man, that's the Lord God telling you. And this is the time we're looking at. Look, see, Deuteronomy chapter 20, Deuteronomy chapter 7. Man, that's the covenant. That's the law of God covenant that he made unto us, man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you again. Man, you within 3 years, man, I keep telling you, within 3 years, man, things happen so fast. You think God can change things so fast, and these things have happened. Oh, yeah. Another book the Lord God gave to me, the Gnostic Gospel of Thomas, Mary, John. These things that Jesus said and did that in these Gospels that's not written in the Holy Bible. And if you ever read, you know why it's not written in the Holy Bible. It's right, the Acts of John, they're not found in the Holy Bible. On the Gospel of Thomas, they're not found. And you know why they're not found in there. But then they got some things Jesus said and did that are in the Holy Bible, just written in a different format, in a different form. So let's go on. Let's go. So that's took 5 minutes right there. I mean, I'm not trying to be uh, minded of time, but like I told you before, there are people that have blood clots and things, and some of them have blood clots and they don't even know they have blood clots. So I try to only keep it 45 minutes so they can get up and stretch no longer than an hour or a few minutes after. Yeah, so they can get up and stretch, man. So that's why I'm telling you things. Of course, you know I had dreams, man. I dreamed. Did I dream? Bro, it's rough. Man, it's hard, bro. And people won't believe. People still out there won't believe. Like the Lord God is still talking against me. But that's all right. That's all right. When that tribulation hit, you gonna wish that you had done every word that I said right before it's over with. That's right. Cause this, what I tell you, comes straight from the Lord God. Oh, another thing. That's why I tell you another thing before I say all that. You know, God said, you add on to my word, or take away from my word, you can be found as a liar. So I was listening to the lost books of the Bible. They got one out there. Young woman, I don't know how old she is, but she young to me. So she got 11 hours of the lost books. So I was listening to that. And of course, you know, I got the names of the thief on the cross confused or backed up, or I say them differently, which doesn't make a difference. The gist of the thing is that Jesus knew the two thieves on the cross even when he was a child, just like he knew Judas and what Judas did even when he was a child, man. So, man, that's why I tell you, you got to get out these church house, synagogues, and sanctuary. You got to get out of them, man. I'm telling you, I'll keep warning. Church house, synagogue, sanctuary, tabernacle, temple, high places. Get out of those places, man. Before it's too late, get out of them. Get out of there, man. It's not gonna go well with you. It's gonna be harsh. All right. Okay, well, all right, you just keep on saying your dreams I had, right? Because I can keep on that and keep on that, and we wouldn't get nothing accomplished. So let's go. Man, I heard and I tell you, I turn on television, man, and I tried not to listen to these pastors and preachers, but you know, God is God doing this and not me. So of course I listen to Creflo Dollar, and he jumping from the King James version to the Amplified version, and telling people all these different lies and things, and telling people that yeah, telling people you have to have patience, wait on God, and don't put your trust in man, and wait on God, and he gonna give it to you. But that's a lie you telling them people. You preaching the lies, you telling God's people a lie. Creflo Dollar. You should know him. He one of those mega preachers from Atlanta. I don't know where, truly I don't know where he's from, but I know he wanted to come way back when I was into that foolishness in those church houses. I used to listen to him every Sunday or whenever he used to come on. But anyway, so yeah, he telling people, yeah, you got to depend upon God. It's gonna come. You just have faith. But man, why are you telling people that lie when you as soon as things not going right, who you depend upon? You depend on the monies from those people. Because right as you saying all that, you got a thing that flashed on television telling you where you can go at and text and send your donation to this place and text. Man, come on, bro. All them lies. They got another man on, I think, Dearman. I don't know if it's Jim Dearman or something Dearman. But anyway, so he on there talking about God and did away with his holy covenant. God haven't done away with his holy covenant. You haven't done away with none of it, none of those 10 commandments, none of that. You haven't done away with those things. You haven't. And then he's going to talk about God has done away with circumcision. Then he said, no, God didn't do nothing do away with circumcision. Just like Apostle Paul said, circumcision, what? Uncircumcision and circumcision doesn't mean anything. It's gonna come out the same, whether you circumcised or whether you're not circumcised. It's gonna come out the same, but you gotta be circumcised. Now you say, oh, Elijah, there you go, there you go, there you go. The man just said circumcision. No, 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 no. Let's get it right now. Let's get it right. You know, you gotta understand what all Apostle Paul was talking about. And you're going to be circumcised. Jesus said, I'm going to give me a people that going to be what? Circumcised in the heart. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You got to stop listening to these pastors and people tell you these things. And then why would God give away with his covenant day? Why would God give away Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15, the covenant day? Why you stop keeping? That's the main day. That's the covenant. That's the holy covenant that we're going to keep well from the beginning until the end, forever and ever. And this man talking about, God's word was just for that generation. That's a lie. When the law God said, heaven and earth shall pass away, by words shall stand forever. And he said, oh, that's just for that generation. And man, y'all listen to all these pastors and preaching, and you're wrong from doing that. And I'm hopefully, if I remember, I'll go there and tell you that you're wrong for doing that, because God, man. All right, okay. So, yeah, man, I'm just telling you, bro. Oh man. All right. So let's go. I have a couple of quick dreams, but I know these personal dreams. But I tell you, I was eating a Plyrine Canis. People know what Plyrine, boy, they melt in your mouth with the right poison down. So next they had this rat, and this rat had a white and orange spots on it, and thinking that he was a cat. So he go running to the kitchen. He run in the kitchen. My sister took the broom and start beating it with a broom, and it rained. I know what they're talking about, but it's a rat thinking that he's a cat because he had orange and white colors. So we know what that means, so orange and white color. So I was at home, so I was preparing food to eat. My sister came in with 2 pieces of chicken and gave them to me. 2 drumsticks gave them to me and said she didn't want 2 chicken legs, red sauce on, look like that hot sauce on barbecue sauce. So I took them in the kitchen and prepared them for the eat. So a lot of people know what that is, man. And I said, I told you it's personal. So it was personal. All right. Okay. So now let's get into the heart of it, because man, y'all, here we go. I was in the house, and I was in the house of Nathaniel L. Yes, I was in the house with him and myself. We took down this last antique lightning fan. That's what it was. I took it to this man that brought them. And I know he was buying them or whatever he was doing, so I just took it to him and I bought it to him. That he had a shop on Hickory Street. At the end of Hickory Street, he had a shop. So I took it to him, and we took it to him, white in a turquoise color. That's what it was. You know, a turquoise is like a bluish green type color. But the height was white, and it was an old fan, man. It was old. So we took it to him. He was very excited about it. He asked me, did it work? And it worked. So he brought out this battery to see if it worked. But they had another man. They had 2 other men. They had 2 other men that came in and brought a piece before us. Another brought a fan, antique fan in there before us, and his work. But in the shop, let me describe the shop. The shop was like a storehouse. So most of the time I tell you these things to be a storehouse, and people should know what a storehouse is by now. So it's a storehouse, and man, he had all types of lights. You know, like the light and the fan combined. So he had all colors, everything. There was on top shelf all the way to the bottom, and it was, wouldn't throw it away. They was all neatly stacked in order, and they had rows and rows of them in the whole shop, the whole storehouse, just full of them. But boy, when he saw the one that I bought it, boy, he got really, really excited. Yeah, and had these 2 men that came and bought a fan there before him. So one of the men brought out the battery to see if it worked. The 2 men came in and brought a piece in before us at his work. Next, he took the cable. So he bought the barrel. One of the men went back there and got the barrel and bought the barrel with the cables. He took the cables and threw them down on a piece on a piece of fan that I had, and he made it spark. Boy, he made it spark, man. Yeah, the old man and myself howling said at the same time, "No, don't do that." At the same time, because he just took the barrel cable and just threw it down on top of the thing and made it spark. And me and the old man, because there was a very special lamp, it's very special light, man. Yeah. All right. So we told him same time, don't do it. The old man took the piece outside, and I took the motor part, and I took the motor part, and I was putting the two putting the two leads in it, two wires into it. That's what I was doing. And the old man went outside and attached a cable to it, and I asked him, did it work? He was so excited that it worked. He was very excited that it worked, because he had went outside and I was inside. And I hollered outside, did it work? Did it work? And he said, yeah, it works, man, it works. And he was very excited that it looked. So I looked in the room or the storehouse, and they had all these old light fans all over. I said I could have bought in a whole lot of them, but I had no one to help me. That's why I told him, man, I could have took down and bought in a whole lot of those lights in there, but I ain't had nobody to help me. That's why I told him. And then I woke up from that dream. I said, man, these dreams are very important, especially these days and time. It means something. All these dreams mean something. And if you don't know about the dreams, don't worry about it. Sooner or later, it's going to come to pass, and that's those who have done certain things, they can ask the Lord God, and the Lord God show them and tell them what it means. And the others, you just have patience. Whatever it is, it's going to come to pass. Just give it time. Yeah, all right. I was in the house. They had cooked certain things. They didn't have a cook. They didn't have a cook or prepare anything for the covenant. So they didn't cook or have anything prepared for the covenant. So I wanted to cook some beans, some red beans. So I cooked them, and I looked in the room. They had this woman in the room that I knew, but I didn't ask her did she want it. So that was another dream. Yeah, because man, I'd be cautious, man. I'm cautious about keeping God's holy covenant, man. I'm not gonna try to go against that holy covenant, man. I just take my time, and man, I'm just try to go with it. Try to go with it. Now, I have other dreams that I got to tell you, but right now, we got to get into a word, and maybe I'll make another video in the dreams I have, man. It's over, man. Things haven't started. Things haven't started, man. What the Lord God said, they haven't started. So let's go to we go to the book of Hosea. The book of Hosea. And we're going, I think it's chapter 4 in the book of Hosea. So this is the prophecy. We're in the prophecy, man. We there now. We're in the prophecy of things that are going to happen, and things are happening. Let me see. Yeah, well, let's get started. Hosea chapter 3. Then said the Lord unto me, go yet, love a woman the love of her friend, yet are adulterous according to the love of the Lord, towards the children of Israel. That's us, who look to other gods and love flagons of wine. That's what we do, man. We saw them. So I bought her to me for 15 pieces of silver, and for a homer of barley, and a half a homer of barley. And I said unto her, thou shalt buy for me many days. Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So will I also be for thee. For the children of Israel shall buy many days without a king, without a priest, without a sacrifice, without an image, without an ephod, without terrapin. And that's what we have, man. We've been in this bondage for 400 years. And now it's time for us to come out. Afterwards, the children of Israel returned, seek the Lord their God and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. And that's the time that we're living into. That's why I keep telling you over and over time, go to King David, go to them Psalms and learn how to pray for your enemy, learn how to praise God, learn how to worship God. Man, go to them Psalms. Keep telling you, go to them over and over and over again. Go to them Psalms. And then let's get back to it. Yeah, let's get back to it. It say after should the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David the king. All right, and this so this is the time. And so when I tell you, when you go to this book right here, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs by Robert H. Charles, keep telling that what's going to happen in the last day and why should we do it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Page 59. Page 59, and this is our father Judah. It's our father Judah telling us the sins of Israel, the regeneration in the messianic era, and that's what he told us. So I already told us how it's going to be. All right, so this will say, until the Lord visits you, when with perfect heart you repent and walk in all his commandments, and he bring you up from the captivity among the Gentiles. And that's where we at. See, that's what that means. Look what he said. Afterward, the children of Israel should return and seek the Lord their God. And David came. So that's what we got to do. When we seek the Lord God, how we seek the Lord God? We humble ourselves, fasting and praying, sackcloth and ashes. But these pastors and preachers not telling you that. They do it. They got you in these prison houses. Like I just tell you, just give it to you like the Lord goes. You're in these prison houses. That's what they are, prison houses. And man, you are for robbing and praying for a spur. And that's all they do. They keep taking and taking from and giving you nothing. True? Yeah, you still falling sick, you still falling ill, you still dying from diabetes, high blood, hypertension, and all these things. And when you read the book of the 12 Patriarchs, or go read any one of the book, go read the book of Enoch and Judah, see how people didn't die with all those different ailments and affliction. Our people die healthy at old age. That's right. We didn't have all those sickness. Our women neither. Like I told you before, Rebecca, Jacob mothers. And she was about, yeah, when Rebecca was about to die, and she told Jacob, man, said, Jacob, I'm about to die. See, I'm about to leave, Jacob, I'm about to pass away. And Jacob said, Mom, how you talking about you died? You haven't been sick a day in your life. That's right. And you look so young and healthy. Look, it was Jacob was telling his mom before she died. And that's how our people die. Our people die in healthy. But we broke the covenant. So when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and see the covenant at the break, go read Malachi chapter 4. And see what we have done to cause these things to come upon us. See what we have done to get into this captivity, but now it's time to leave the captivity. So now that's why I keep telling the things that what you have to do in order to get out this captivity. Whether you do them or not, the 144,000 are being prepared. And so once the 144,000 is prepared, and those 12,000 for each tribe, man, that's it. That's it. Something gonna happen. I'm gonna let you know this later on. Later on, I'm gonna let you know this thing. God gonna make sure that I'll let you know these things that gonna happen. And when that happens, that's it. That's it, man. You just man. So all I can do is tell you. So let's go. Hosea chapter 4. Yeah. Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth. Oh, all right, I got to change that. It's real. When you're talking about the land, it's real. That's that land that they took and said that it's theirs, but that's our land. But they're going to give it back. I mean, God, let's read this and they're going to tell us. Hosea chapter 4. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Now you know who that is. Because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land. And that's not. By swearing, lying, killing, stealing, committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. And I told you when I was over there in Israel, that piece of dirt, that land over there, and that's how it is over there, man. You see it now on television when they talk about how they shoot them rockets and every time the gods and them demons tell they need some innocent blood, that's they start that, they shoot the rocks and everything to get that innocent blood. Man, what you think you be talking about, man? Come on, bro. And I told you how they treat, man, that's what's over there. Therefore should the land mourn, everyone that dwelleth therein should languish, with the beasts of the field, with the fowls of heaven, yea, with the fishes of the sea. And also she should be taken away. And you see that now? You see that, man. Come on, bro. When the United States had a the thing that was going on right now, where you think they get that from? Israel. Israel does those type of things. And guess what? The United States and start doing those type of things. That's wrong. All right. Well, you're going to pay for it. Yet look, let no man strive nor reprove another, for the people are as they that strive with the priests. Therefore shall thou fall in one day. Therefore shall thou fall in the day, and the prophet also fall with thee in the night, and thou shalt destroy thy mother. All right, let's go. Yeah, because I heard, man, on television, on the news, newsy, whatever, newsy, and they're talking about how the Methodist Church then split. Yeah. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Now let's get to it. My people are, I read this to you before. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, for they have rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. And thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. And that's what's going on right now. I'm just telling you, man, they them people that forgot all the law of God. Them people don't do that. People doing as they please. All right. Well, let's keep reading. Yeah, see that they have forgotten the law of thy God. I also forget their children. Well, let's keep reading. Yeah. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. And have they not done that? Have we not done that? Man, come on. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. And I tell you over and over again what the Lord God told King Solomon. What the Lord God told us. Don't go mess with them people. Don't go mess with them strange people. They're going to turn your heart away from your God. And you listen to those people, people tell you, come out, there ain't no God. There ain't no God. We came through here with apes, evolution, and some seaweed and some plant. Come on, bro. And they eat up the sin of my people. See, they eat up the sin of my people, and they set their hearts on their iniquity, and that's what we're doing. And they shall be like people, like priests. Now I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doings, man. And that's what's going on, man. And you're going to fall into that. But I tell you, man, get out these church houses, synagogues, saying these places are not good. They're not good. They're wicked and evil. I don't care how small it is. Come on, man. For they shall eat and not, and just let's read. For they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. And that's now. Yeah, I have children. I have daughters, couple of daughters. Yeah, a couple of daughters. You can't say they're not having sex because they having sex more than them. I did it too, out there having sex, all types of sex, but what? No children. No children. No children. And these people act like it's all right for you to just go out there and have abortion and nothing gonna happen. Oh, you're not killing innocent life. That's just yeah, that's what they tell you. Have even phone, but that's a lie. That's a lie. They say you ain't got no heartbeat and nothing. They have a phone, but that's a lie. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's take heed on. Yeah. Okay, and you know, and look at the obesity rate. That's us. That's us. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hosea chapter 4, verse 10. I'm going to read it again. For they shall eat and not have enough, and that's what we're doing. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase. That's what we're doing. We don't have no children or nothing now, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. That's what we have doing. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. My people ask counsel at their stocks, at their staff declared unto them. For the spirit of whoredom have caused them to err, and they have gone whoring for under their God. And that's what we have done. Man, come on, man. I was right there with you. I repented and came back, but I was right there with you with that foolishness running these church houses and everything, and doing that thing what they call communion, which is not the right way to take communion. It's not the right way. And watch these women put on all that white and those white handkerchiefs and the white, man, just and put the white on those statues and they cover everything up with white. Man, come on, bro. That's not of God, bro. That's not a God. And they go ask the take counsel, the pastor, and the preacher, tell them, say, oh, before you go marry, you got to go to counseling. Before you this, you got to go to counseling. But that's a lie. You're going to a man. You're not going to pray on your knees and ask God. Just like I heard TGJ talk about, oh, you've been married 4 and 5 times, same thing. But every time that person was married, they was marrying somebody out that church. Out of a church, somebody that came and said, oh, I'm a Christian. I feel God. I believe in God, and I feel God, and God is my Savior and everything. And one of the biggest holes out there. That's right. When she want to go off with somebody, she go off with somebody and make money and sell her body and do all types of filthy things and been with the same. I've been with the same man for 17 years and alone my husband. I'm not about to, man. It's got a whole lot of stuff going on. Whole lot of filth going on in those church houses that you don't know nothing about. But Lord God tell you over and over, come out of her. Come out of her, my people, be not a partaker of her sin. And that's the time you're in. I read that to you also, that this time you're in. You're in the time of tribulation of the prophets. That was tribulation of the prophet. That's the time you're in. Go read St. Matthew 23rd verse. All I can do is give it to you like I said. Yeah. So that's what you're doing. You're taking counsel of everything. Let's read that again. 4:12. Hosea chapter 4. My people ask counsel of their stock. Their staff declared unto them. For their spirit of whoredoms had caused them to err. And they have gone whoring from under their guard. They sacrifice upon the top of mountains. They burn incense on top of the hill, under oaks and poplar elm, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, your daughters will commit whoredom, your spouses will commit adultery. And that's what's going on. But more than that, because when I was young, on Ursuline Academy, I think it is. I think it's Ursuline. It might be some other academy. Well, not the academy, not the place, but this, we had the nuns there. And you go there and you have all these candles. You have a whole bunch of candles and incense bar, and go there and light a candle and stick the incense up there. Man, come on. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. So some Catholic stuff, that's what they say. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery. For them themselves are separated with whores. See, they punish them themselves. And they sacrifice with harlots. And therefore the people have done, therefore the people that do not understand shall fall. See, those who do. And that's what he's talking about there, because you calling that woman out there who you know is not married. You know that she out there dating. That what they call it, dating, but you know that's not dating. But they're doing bailout. The sense of that's why they keep that stuff on television all the time. Yeah, man, that's why to keep you what? To commit that sin of Balaam, to keep you doing what? To commit the sins of Jezebel. That's why that's always on television. And these people look at each other's eyes, and next thing you know, they go, I'm in love with him. Then they start dating, have sex, then the devil change and turn on them. And they go through all these different changes and everything. That's why they keep that night, to keep you sinning. That's why they keep you going to these church houses and everything, smelling that perfume and cologne, and watching the people in those fine raiment. Because why? For the lust. And keep you committing those sins and adultery, and tell you, and after you do it, you go down, you go to church. After you've been out on Saturday night, you've been out Friday night. I used to do it, to go in them clubs on Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday morning I pop up in the church on the pulpit. All I can do is give it to you like it was given, like it's still going on now. And not knowing the truth, just the way you've been taught, just the way you've been raised up, not never come to full knowledge truth. Not knowing if you keep God's holy covenant, and there's nothing with Clifford Dollar now. If you keep God's holy covenant, talking about I'm gonna tell you what he said. You're talking about give God time, give God in the early morning when I raise up and I'm laying down in bed and I start speaking in tongues and I give God a few minutes, I give God a couple hours. But that, man, it doesn't go like that. It doesn't go like that. When you read the book of Adam and Eve, gotta hurry up because I know my time. When you read the book of Adam and Eve, you see how Adam was, man. When that sun came up, Adam was praying. When that sun went down, Adam was praying. During the night, Adam was praying. King David tell you the same thing, man. In the morning, for the sunrise, King David was burning the incense and praying. In the evening, when the sun was going down, King David was burning incense and praying. At night, when he was lying down in his bed after his prayers and everything, he was lying down and praying and stuff. And then Lord God gave us a day of rest called a Sabbath day. So when you don't say, I know that's what I do on Sabbath, I rest and keep my mind focused on God. It wonders sometimes, but I try my best to keep my mind focused on the Lord God and everything and not on his foolishness. Stake out some scriptures and read them or whatever book I desire to study. That's what I do on the Sabbath day. That's right. So that couple down them telling you the lies, man. You don't need to do all that. If you keeping God's holy covenant, nobody got to remind you because you're already in the holy covenant. Nobody got to tell you what to read and what not to read because you're already doing it. And that's why they have that. Then at the end, buy my book and I'm going to tell you and show you how to read. Why should I buy your book and all that? You're supposed to tell me already what I need to know. But it's all that's a bunch of lie. And it's coming down on them. It's coming down. It's getting close to them. You keep watching. You keep watching. But anyway, that's why I tell you, when you're in the Holy Covenant, you don't worry about none of these things. Why? He said, because you're living in it. That's why you say, Lord God said, if you keep my covenant, my statutes, and my judgment, you're going to live in it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living in God's statute covenant. And I'm going to repeat a secret to you. I'm going to repeat a secret to you. I'm going to repeat this, but that's why I say, man, for themselves are not separated from this, because you're going to call that woman a whore, yeah, because you know that she out there dating, messing around, and some of them, like they say, have a full holes for it, so some of them, you know, they just mess around with this man and that man, but this woman on the side and everything, you think, well, a woman told me one time, I'm not having number one man besides my husband, beside my old man. Oh, I'm just having two men beside. But that's just still the same thing. A whore is a whore. If she having sex with anybody besides a husband that she's married to, she is a whore. Now, that's why the Bible says what you're going to have when you find out that your mama is a whore. Okay, well, what you going to do? That's scripture. All right, let's go. Let's keep on reading that. Okay, I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for they themselves are separated with whores. They sacrifice with whores. Therefore, the people that do not understand shall what? Fall. Though thou, Israel, that's us, play not the harlot, yet let not Judah offend. You know we are Judah. If you're in America and some of these islands, you know that you are Judah. Yet let not Judah offend. And come not unto Gilgal, neither go up to Bethaven, nor swear the Lord liveth. For Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. That was it. I'll read it again. For Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a Lord. Forgive me. They got excited. Yeah, because, man, I love it when they talk about that chastisement. Because first the chastisement, then the blessing. For Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in the Lord's place. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let them alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love. Give you. Repeat that. No, I cut it up. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love. Give you. And they do love it. The wind will bind her up in her wings. The wind hath bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifice. And that's what's going on now. The people getting ready to do a Lord's sacrifice. They tell you what they're doing, man. Them demons in Hollywood, those so-called Jews, and them Levites, and Jews got with them Levites, and these other people in Hollywood and everything, man, them people telling you, them demons, they're telling you what they're going to do. American gods and the whole premise, and that's what they've been showing on the end game, the American gods, all these things telling you what they're doing. These fallen angels, that's you looking at them in a different light, but once you read the Testament of the Testament of Solomon, once you read that, and read that tell you about the demons, and you start looking at it. But all that is mook, of no interest, unless you do what? Unless you get back keeping God's holy covenant. See, when you keep God's holy covenant, And you build up in that faith of the covenant, because the covenant has a certain type of faith. And you build that up, build that up, build it up, and don't break that, then all of a sudden everything changes in your life. And God start revealing his secrets unto you and giving you more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And things come forth. So when you look at these pictures, you see what's truly going on. You see that these fallen angels, just like in the, just like you know who Satan is. Yeah, you know who Satan is. You know who Beelzebub, you know Isaiah, you know all these different demons, who they are, and what they do, what's frustrating them. And you know that they're gathering together for this war because what they need, flesh. Gotta have flesh, they need blood. They gotta have innocent blood to open up these portals, to open up these cerns and different things. So this time we said, man, what you talking about? Like, I'm talking about atomic weapons. Weapons of mass destruction. Man, that was in play now. You think the people are not gonna use those? What you think these people got making these bombs and things not to use them? Come on, bro. They make these things for to use them. All right, well, I mean, you have to listen. I mean, I'm just telling you, you gotta listen to me. I'm just telling you what's going on. Okay, well, let's keep on. So let's find out what God requires of us. Because you in these church house synagogue, and I know it. I know it, man. And it's hard. I know you think it's hard, but it's not hard. You gotta do is get out of it. Just get out of it. You worry about what people gonna say. You better get away from what people gonna say. I'm just telling you. You better get away from what people gonna say. Because like the law of God said, you're gonna have to answer for you. Your pastor and preacher gonna have to answer for you, and you gonna have to answer for you. All right. Okay, well, all right, let's see. Let's see. I mean, let's see what God requires. Because all right, let's go to Hosea chapter 6. Let's see. Hosea chapter 6. Man, I love to tell you these things. The reason why I love to tell you these things, the reason why I like to tell you these things, to warn you of what's coming, and that was on you now. Man, oh man, that thing was on you now, man. You just don't understand, man. It's here. It's here. Yeah, when that assassinated, that's the heretical prophecies, where they say they're gonna have a man that's assassinated, that's gonna start all this off, and that has happened, right? Let's go. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn, he will heal us. He has smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. So this is Isaiah chapter 6. But let me explain it to you. I explained this to you once before in one of my other videos. Let me say after 2 days he will revive. Well, what is a day? A year. After 2 years, and on the third year, he was raised up, and we shall live in his sight. And that's what this is all about. All I can do is keep telling. Go read the Testament of 12 Patriarchs and go to page 75. It tells you. So that's what it tells you. After 2 days, after 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up and shall live in here. And that's the time you're in. You're in the last 3 days. You're in the last 3 years. I told you what the Lord God told me. Since Holy Angel tell me, first year I'm coming, I'm cutting off your right hand. Second year I'm cutting off your left hand. Third year will be coming what? You're taking off your head. Man, come on. I'm going to tell you more about that as time goes on. But that's 3 days. Then shall you know if you follow on. Hosea chapter 6 verse 3. Then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. And that's what way we at, the latter rain. And what is the former rain? The former rain is this. The Testament of 12 Patriarchs. The former rain was when we was in Egypt. Come on, man. The former rain was in the time of Noah, when we was on top of the mountains. Once you get in the barrels of holy cover, all this I'm telling you, man, you already know. You'll take your hands, man, go ahead, man, I already know that. Give me something new. Boy, I would love to see that, man. Yeah, you telling me. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee? For your goodness is as the morning cloud, and as the early dew, it goeth away. Therefore I have hewn them by my is Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. Therefore I had hewn them by the prophets. I had slain them by the words of my mouth, and the judgments are as the light that go forth. And that's why the Lord God said. God used to say, just like I'm telling you now, I used to speak like that. The Lord God came to me just to show me in scripture, say, are not my words are not my words to break things in pieces? No, not my word. And that's why I start saying, thus saith the Lord. That's why I go and read these things to you, because it's God's word. My word don't mean nothing. Mean dilly. But when you hear God telling you he's going to do something, you know he's going to do it. That's right. Let's read it. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto you? O Judah, what shall I do unto you? For your goodness is as the morning cloud, and as the early dew, it goeth away. Therefore I have hewn thee by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than the burnt offering. Now, you know I'm going to read that to you again. Man. I'll read that to you again. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice. See? And the knowledge of God more than the burnt offering. And so you say, man, what you talking about, man? What does that mean, Elijah? And I'm going to tell you what that means. I'm going to tell you what that means. You go in the church house. And every time you go to the church house, what you doing? You're going there for the worship. You're going there as a sacrifice. And so what you going to sacrifice? Your money. You're going there for sacrifice. That's in the church house. That's what you're going. You're going in that prison house. You're sacrificing what? Your money. But you're not giving God mercy. You're not doing that. You're not giving more of God what he desires. He desires mercy and not sacrifice. Okay. And the knowledge more than the burnt offering. That's what you do. You're going to have communion and all these things. But the knowledge, what I'm trying to give you, the knowledge of God, what God requires, that I'm trying, you don't want that. You want to go in there and praise God and tell three people it's going well. Tell three people going well. Tell three people God got it. Tell three people God got it. That's not of God. That's of man telling you to do that, and that's what you're doing. And you're agreeing with those devils and those demons. Man. Come out to the church out. I'm telling you, they're going to be leading you right there to the slaughter. Going through those tribulations. And you're going to say, man, how did I get in this situation? And Lord God going to bring it back to your remembrance too. Yeah. Because I have done a lot of things wrong in my day. And then when the Lord God started to chastise me, when you start dealing treacherously with them, they start dealing treacherously with you. And so as you start repenting and everything, and something happened to God, and you get all the flame, man, God said, well, remember when you did this? And you can't do nothing but shut your mouth. Man, all you can do is shut your mouth. When I used to play my music, boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, 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 all loud and everything, so the whole the block in here and all like that. So when I repented and everything, so now I hear somebody else playing the music all loud and stuff, now I'm getting flamed. Man, I can't do nothing. I remember what I was doing. See? And that's how God pays it. When you was out there a whole moment, running the streets and dating this man, and no, I don't like him, and go find somebody else, and then that don't work out, go find somebody else, and all that different stupid stuff, and be with somebody, and cheating on them, lying, and all that stuff. You know what you did. And then when you got into the bonds of the forever covenant and everything like that, and you meet a person and everything, and marry that person, now that person out there running the streets, having sex with everybody, doing all them different type of things, and you getting all that flame and everything. The Lord God just remind us, remember when you was doing that? And I told you I was going to punish you. That's what you're doing. Oh, I'm in the same boat too. And you find yourself by yourself. Why? Why? When you're going through all this thing, why? Because you're being chastised for the wrong you did. It's better for you to be chastised now than chastised. All you see, like people talk about Apostle Paul and all those different people, folks and things that happen to those folks. The folks were doing a twofold call. God was using them. At the same time, he was chastising them for what they had done. That's the man. Go read the scriptures. The scriptures tell you that that's what he do. Either your sins go before you, or you don't want your sins to go after. You want the sins to go before you, so you can pay for them. Come on, man. That's scriptures. That's in the Testament. All right, let's go because I'm almost finished. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than the burnt offerings. That's what you're doing. You go in there and you're giving those offerings. Well, let's see. Let's finish reading. Gilgal is the city of them that work iniquity, and is polluted with blood. As the troops of robbers wait for a man, so the company of the priests murder in the way by consent, for they commit lewdness. And see what I said? And as troops of robbers wait for a man, and that's what it is in the church houses and synagogue, and tell you we're going to have this conference, and we're going to have this meeting, and we're going to have the 2020 and all like that. And Lord, they have a whole lot of them, and they're waiting for you. So the company of priests murder in the way by what? Consent. Do they do it, man? Them people wearing you out. For they commit lewdness. And I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is a whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. And also, O Judah, he has set a harvest for thee when I return the captivity of my people. And then I can read to you. And where you find that out? In the book of the 12 patriarchs. That's what he tell you. The captivity. All I have to do is give it to you just like he's giving it to, man, come on, bro. I'll give it to you just like you have given it to me. And these people wearing you out, and you doing all these things, and it's not of God. Something, man. Yeah. I read that to you. God said, I didn't send them, but that they reigned. I didn't tell them to go. You see, if I would told them to go, then my people would have repented. All right, this before I go, I'm gonna make another video. I don't know what the name of this video is, but anyway, I'm gonna make another video because those two dreams I had, man, they was apart because these things have been started. These things are happening right now, right before your eyes, and you're not paying attention. You think it's gonna be like there's nothing gonna happen because you live in the United States, but that's a lie. That's a lie. I already read that to you. You say, how? Yeah, Israel, that piece of dirt in the United States, they puffed up saying, man, nobody gonna come over here and attack us. Nobody gonna do these things up. Israel, with them demons, all them demons. But guess what? Guess what? Lord God subduing those demons. Them demons gonna be in the run just like you in the run. And them demons need their blood and everything else, and they sacrifice, and that's what's about to happen. So, all right, well, go read it for yourself. Go read it for yourself. So, like I'm telling you again, this is a secret of God. Man, all you gotta do, you a young man, young woman, man, you in your 20s, man, you can do just about anything when you're that age, man. When you're young and healthy, man, you can do just about anything, man. Go fast 3 days and 3 nights, and on the 3rd night, eat, and see if the Lord God don't come and speak to you in an audible voice. See if you don't hear the voice of the Lord. All I can do is give it to you like you have to give it. You fast 3 days and 3 nights, and on the 3rd night, eat. It's simple as that, man. That's what it said. Finish reading that thing. 3 days and 3 nights, on the 3rd night you eat, and see what's going to happen. I promise you that the Lord God, yeah, when I promise something, I promise something. I promise. And I don't usually make no promises. No. Lord God said, don't make no promises that you can't keep. Don't swear. Don't do these things, and don't do them. Yeah, well, I'm telling you. And I promise you, yeah, that if you fast 3 days and 3 nights, don't eat nothing, don't drink nothing. Do like the Lord God said in the book of St. Matthew, wash your face, anoint your hair, and go. Yeah, wash your face, put oil on your hair, and go. Some of y'all have to, some people wash it, don't do that. So you wash your mouth out, make sure you don't swallow that stuff. And I'm telling you, I don't care what type of, whatever going on in your life, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, whatever, on drugs, strung out drugs, or whatever. If you fast 3 days and 3 nights and eat with on the 3rd night, so all that stuff that you have going on in your life, it's gonna leave you. It's gonna leave you. All those habits and things that you have bound, they're gonna leave you. Now, I promise you that you're going. If you do it the right way, don't let nobody know that you're doing that. What you haven't for to see in secret, reward you openly. Then don't disfigure your face. Don't let nobody know that you fast. And
you fast those 3 days and 3 nights, and on the third night you eat. And when you go that night, you're going to have a visitation from the Lord God, and He's going to speak to you in an audible voice. I'm promising you that. And He's going to tell you and reveal things, and that's only for you. So this is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. And I'm Elijah. Until next time.